First and foremost, we need to improve the infrastructure down here. We need to make sure that our public transit is extended down here, and I think links is vital to that continued success of Medical City that I talked about. And the way I think we need to pay for expanded service for links is through a dedicated funding source, and that I support a rental car surcharge that's not placed on the direct back of our taxpayers. It's passed on to our visitors. And I know some people may say that they already pay enough when they visit here, but the last thing I would ever want to do is place an extra financial burden on the back of our taxpayers who are already struggling with decreased property values and increased property taxes in some cases. And so we need to make sure that links is part of that equation, and improving our infrastructure, improving the amenities that are currently non-existent down here, and we need to focus on Lake Nona.
Thank you very much. Mr. Ross?
I issued a press release today addressing the issue of homelessness, and one of the Orlando Sentinel reporters asked me, how do you correlate homelessness downtown to Lake Nona? How do you get the folks out in that area to understand how critical it is? There are 10,000 homeless students, or perceived homeless students, in Orange, Osceola, and Seminole County. That's a big deal. So before I can even talk about infrastructure, before I can even talk about job growth, I've got to figure out how am I going to deal with that issue. The face of homelessness has changed. So obviously we need to understand that by opening the doors to more businesses opening in Orlando and partnering with those businesses to get folks off of the situation of being homeless, that's how we get them out of that situation. That's how we get kids out of being in a situation of being homeless. So to me, that's a critical component.
Thank you. I disagree with the premise that we are disconnected from the rest of Orlando. Most of us live out here because we want that mix of urban and suburban life. We are the largest, geographically the largest district in Orlando. We have all the major highways, the airport is nearby, we have major shopping centers, we have everything right here in District 1. With the Medical City coming, we're going to have even more. If anything, the rest of the city will be disconnected from us.
Mr. Gray, you have a minute.
Thank you. I think clearly we have the city's attention. If you went to the state of the city that the mayor gave, it's obvious to everybody that this is the golden goose going forward for Orlando. Between the airport and Medical City, we've got their attention. I think that the challenge for us is to get a leader in front of the city that can talk to our constituents, figure out what our voice needs to be, and clearly share that with downtown. But the city's got a lot invested, as does the county and Central Florida in whole. They want us to be successful, so I'm confident we'll get the support from downtown. We just need to make sure we have a clear message of what we expect and do our fair share.